BC got a string of failing grades on Food Banks Canada's poverty report card released Tuesday morning. The province was ranked a D+ overall when it comes to helping people with the cost of living and supporting them out of poverty.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
In some of the key findings, almost 40% of BC residents reported they spend more than 30% of their income on housing.
Don't get very much left over for food and stuff.
The report also suggests that almost 50% of British Columbians feel worse off financially this year versus last, and a rising number of British Columbians from all financial backgrounds are turning to food banks.
Now, within that year or so, even people have a good status and they have some kind of properties and things like that. But unfortunately, due to their rising in mortgage payment or inflation and job loss, they are in the food bank line.
A similar scenario at Union Gospel Mission, an organization in Metro Vancouver that aims to help people experiencing poverty, addiction, and homelessness.
The calendar year, we've seen an explosive amount of families accessing our emergency food hamper program, to the point where we've more than doubled how many hampers we're providing on a monthly basis.
To help lift British Columbians out of poverty, Food Banks Canada says the provincial government needs to improve accessibility and the availability of affordable housing and address the mental health and toxic drug crisis.
The impacts of global inflation, of the pressures of the pandemic. In fact, we've got 250,000 more people in BC than we had just 2 years ago. All of those mean that the systems we're building need to expand again. So BC just this year alone in the budget has added $1 billion to the mental health and addictions budget.
And according to the report, 60% said social assistance payments are not enough.
Cost of living is huge right now. There's not enough places out there. And there's so much competition. So many people are on wait lists right now.
It is a struggle to, make it to the next payday.
BC's results are in line with the rest of the country. Results say 45% of Canadians feel financially worse than last year, 20% are experiencing food insecurity, and almost 30% of people are coping with an inadequate standard of living. In Vancouver, Kate Walker, City News.